Hello everyone. Today I'd like to talk about the upcoming lunar eclipse, which will occur on either the 16th or 17th of September, depending on where you live. So in Australia it will occur at 5:05 a.m. on Saturday the 17th of September. Elsewhere in the world it'll be 12:05 p.m. Pacific time, 3:05 p.m. Eastern time, and 8:05 p.m. UK time. Okay, so a lunar eclipse is an intensified full moon, so emotions may be heightened. It's also a time of releasing and letting go of things which no longer serve us. And in this eclipse, at the time of this eclipse, there is no energy in fixed signs. So these are the Taurus, Leo, Scorpio and Aquarius, so there's no planets in fixed signs. So we are having a mutable year and the eclipse is occurring in mutable signs. So the Sun is in the mutable sign of Virgo at 24 degrees and 20 minutes, and the Moon is in the opposite sign of Pisces at 24 degrees Pisces 20 minutes. So we have that polarity. The Sun and the Moon are exactly opposite and within 19 degrees of the Moon's nodes. So we have the Sun 12 degrees away from the North Node. So with an eclipse there's always a line up with the nodal axis. Okay, so what does all this mean? So the sign of Virgo, it's an earth sign. So it's all about practicality and being real. And for Virgo, it's about efficient functioning in our work and daily routines, which also includes our health routines. Virgo is discriminatory. It's an analytical sign. It's about order. So it's about sorting things out, sorting the wheat from the chaff. And we see the Kore, the maiden, the glyph of Virgo. She's holding a sheaf of wheat, so she's sorting the wheat from the chaff. And it's about being useful, utility, and the development of skills and crafts. And both signs are to do with service. And because Virgo's an earth sign, it's about practical service. They can also be called, Virgos are known for maybe being fussy, critical, and possibly even perfectionistic. So that's a little rundown on the sign of Virgo. And over here we have Pisces. Now Pisces is completely different. It's a water sign, so it's about the realm of feelings and emotions. It's about sensitive feelings. Pisceans are often very sensitive, they're compassionate, they use their creative imagination, they're receptive. The Moon is a receptive planet. It only receives the light of the Sun, it has no light of its own. Pisceans can be very psychic and intuitive. Where Virgos are about discrimination, sorting things out, Pisces is about non-discrimination. It's about universal love. We are all one. It's about having sympathy and empathy, those feelings of kindness towards all. And where Virgo is about order, Pisces is about chaos and not having any defined boundaries. And it's about spiritual service. It's about devotion, surrender, and selfless sacrifice to a higher cause. And about wholeness. So it's not about perfectionism, it's about the whole. Okay, so maybe with this polarity we need to find where we can create more order out of anything that's chaotic, where we can be kind and have humility without being a martyr or a victim or a rescuer. So bringing these spiritual service and feelings into our daily routine, or being more discerning in being compassionate to all. That's a way to harmonise this polarity. We also have a tense aspect with Mars at the time of this eclipse. Now Mars is the warrior planet. It's our desire nature. It's about going after what we want. It's fiery. So it's making what's called a T-square aspect. And a square is about tension and frustration. So we have the Sun, square Mars. And these are quite yang planets, very masculine, energetic. So this is about courage and daring and being competitive. It's about fighting and having the drive to win and be proud. The Sun's about pride, ego, and also about the heart. So putting your heart into something you're going after and taking a risk. Just be mindful of not being too impulsive. The Moon here as well. She's making a square or a tense or frustrating 90-degree aspect to Mars. So that can be angry feelings. The Moon's about our feelings and emotions. It rules a water sign, Cancer. And feisty Mars here, tense standoff, so emotional conflict, assertion, aggression. And maybe even being sensitive or receptive to any angry feelings in the atmosphere, so picking up those vibes. It can also concern the fierce protection of loved ones. And if you do feel the urge to assert yourself or you have angry feelings, maybe put them into home renovations and do some painting or knock down some walls. And it's also because Mars is about passion, maybe putting out sexual feelers to attract a partner. We do have a positive flowing trine aspect, 120-degree angle between Mars and Uranus. So Uranus is in Aries and Mars up here in Sagittarius. They're compatible elements, the fire element. So this can also be about excitement, sexual excitement even with the Mars aspect. So original and decisive action. Uranus likes to be original, unique. Being a freedom fighter, fighting for causes. And with Jupiter just moving into Libra, this can be about laws around social justice. So being revolutionary and humanitarian and fighting for social justice causes. Uranus is associated with the god Thor, so this can be about electric energy and putting energy into doing something unique, unconventional. Express yourself in some type of unique or original or some sort of new self-expressive way. Also at the time of this eclipse we have Mercury, ruler of Virgo, co-ruler of Gemini as well, is still in retrograde phase. So we might be going back over the details of things. Virgo also rules the details. So we might want to revisit some details in our lives. And the Moon is also conjunct or making a very close aspect here with Chiron. So it might be an opportunity to also heal some of our emotional wounds and use that healing to help and heal others and teach others. So that's the way that can manifest. And we also have Neptune in Pisces as well, still making that standoff to Saturn. So again, the boundaries and reality versus what's not real, fantasies. But that's made its last aspect, and that will be separating because Saturn will move on. It's the faster moving planet. Okay, so the upshot of this eclipse, to harmonise the polarity of the Pisces-Virgo axis, is to act with kindness and humility without being a martyr, victim or rescuer, and be of practical service as well as spiritual service, and integrate that into your daily life. Okay, so thank you once again for watching and listening. If you want to read more about me, you can have a look on my website at theleftandraightbrain.com.au. Don't forget, if you like, to subscribe, like, share, comment, and I am available at the Mystic Hippie Gifts and Healing Shop for astrology readings and Reiki healings on Wednesdays and Thursdays at 375 High Street, Maitland, New South Wales. Okay, and thank you once again, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.